Nick just had Bella on the phone withdrawing her paintings from the auction.
Why?
Well, obviously she realised they're not up to much.
I want to pay you to do a portrait for me.
You did this. How did you do this?
$5,000 sold to Dr. Chris Warner.
Maybe I'm an artist after all. I can't believe it. Say it again. How much is my painting worth?
Quite a lot. $5,000.
$5,000. That's just so awesome.
I think we can safely say that Shortland Street's raised its fair share of cash for Hamish Sturge. Mostly thanks to the generosity of Dr. Chris Warner.
Another minute and we're gone. I have a painting to destroy.
Chris, you should invite Bella around to your place to show her where you've hung her work.
Oh, yes, please. That would be so amazing.
It might take a while to find just the right spot.
Oh, I know. All that stonework in your lounge would be a neat backdrop for my painting.
Schist.
It would look so good. Smack bang in the middle of the schist.
I'll just take my new acquisition out to the car.
I'll help.
I'm guessing you enjoyed driving up the bidding.
All's fair in love, war, and charity.
Is that an old saying, or did you just make that up?
Oh, he just made that up. And he thinks he's very clever, don't you? You owe me a drink, fella. Come on.
Well, you know what this means, eh?
Chris is a generous man.
It's Luke.
Luke, what?
He always said I was good with people, that it was my special gift. He guided me here. We did this together.
You know, there is one thing I'm worried about.
And what's that?
I hope Chris doesn't burn himself when he finally puts it to the torch.
Haha.
What's your problem? The money was raised. Chris's pride will bounce back.
My problem is your attitude. You're so eager to score points off Chris, you haven't even thought about Bella.
Hey, I think she's great with faces.
Oh, be honest. All you wanted to do was take Chris Warner down a peg or two, no matter what.
Well, anyway, Bella looked happy enough to me. And people recognize Chris in the painting. That shows she's got some skills.
It's not the point.
What is the point?
Actually, I don't feel like a drink. I'm just gonna head home.
Oh, Nicole, come on.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.
You know what? I really get options now. It was so exciting when the bidding went up over $2,000. I thought I was gonna faint.
I felt a little lightheaded myself.
Coco?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, I've got to tell Jazz.
All's well that ends well, eh?
No, Murray. What do you think's coming next? Now that she's made money from her art and decided that Luke is behind her success, she'll think she can do it again.
She knows not to have unrealistic goals. We talked about it.
Yeah, but now she's all stirred up again and she doesn't realise that Chris only bid to stop that painting being seen in public. When she finds out, she'll be devastated.
Well, it might never happen.
I just don't want her to be hurt anymore.
Don't worry. Look, Chris will put the painting into storage. That'll be that. I'm sure of it.
I hope you're right.
Bells will do what she has to with Luke's lawyers and start to move ahead. You'll see.
Well, we'll move him from room 8 to room 9 then. Better for him, better for us.
Okay, thanks.
Can you manage?
Ah!
Are you okay?
Can I manage? Can I manage? I was born for management, Vasa. And now look at me.
I'm looking.
Stuck on the wards.
Well, I'm sure it can't be that bad.
Yes, it can. I've got a caseload full of patients with D's and V's.
Oh, we are seeing a lot of that lately.
The day has barely started and it's stool sample galore.
Well, it makes a change from trotting around being Seth Packhurst's lapdog.
Excuse me?
Well, working alongside him, whatever it was you were calling it.
At least that had prospects. All I've got to look forward to today is a vac dressing change in room 3.
My, you're keen. You haven't started yet, officially.
Why waste time? I'd like you to delegate a senior staff member to spend a week with me at St. Kath's, setting up a practical system for the sharing of resources.
I can't promise I can spare anyone, and certainly not this week. And you've got Sarah. Isn't that enough?
No, I'm afraid not. Why don't you get back to me? Let me know who to expect tomorrow.
I'll think about it.
Seth! So good to see you.
What do you want, Brooke?
I said I was on your side, and I meant it. I've been on the lookout for any information that could be to your advantage.
And?
There hasn't been any. Which I have found very frustrating because all I want to do is help you. If I was to IC at St. Kath's...
You've got no pride, have you?
You want to make your mark on the place and really move it forward, and I want to be a part of that. And I've got a lot to offer.
Like what exactly?
St. Kath's will need its own surgical tourism unit. I've kept up with my research on the Asian market.
That's work you've been doing for Shortland Street. I don't think Rachel would be overjoyed with you sharing it.
That's a risk I'm willing to take for the right position.
Get your research together, and we'll talk.
Been to see HR, sorted everything out, and I start back on the desk tomorrow.
That's great.
I know, I'm kind of excited.
Sounds like good news, Bella.
Oh, it is. I feel strong enough to get back on the horse all because of you, so thank you.
How is it because of me?
Oh, you know, commissioning me to do the portrait when everyone had doubts you could see my potential. It's been a real confidence booster.
I'm glad you're happy.
Getting there.
Pleased with yourself?
Bella's feeling strong enough to come back to work now. That's a positive outcome.
Well, you could be right. Or you could be a smug, self-righteous git.
Don't be so touchy. It was a laugh.
You know what's wrong with you, Boyd? You have a huge identity problem.
I don't think so.
Your family is filthy rich, and so are you, but you can't admit it. So where does that leave you? Stuck in no man's land, a walking half-truth.
I like to earn my own money, and I'm proud of that.
Well, I earn my own money too, in case you hadn't noticed. But you still feel the compulsion to send me up like I'm Scrooge McDuck. I think that says a lot more about you than it does about me.
Working through your lunch break.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like. Never enough time for paperwork.
Asian Surgical Tourism Initiative, but that's on hold until next budget. Why dig it out now?
Just tidying things up.
You know, Seth's in the building today for various meetings.
Is he now?
Oh, so you haven't seen him then?
Why would I have?
Well, he's very keen to push private surgery at St. Kath's, and suddenly I find you tidying up your research. You're not giving him the inside running, are you?
It makes sense, professionally.
Oh, does it? I'm picturing Rachel's face when I tell her.
There are more opportunities with Seth.
You think?
Definitely.
And are these opportunities worth burning bridges for?
You're just unhappy because you missed out on the CEO job.
You need to be careful. Seth is out for number one. It is that simple.
White flag.
Wave your knickers in the air for all I care.
Look, I didn't mean to make fun of Bella or undermine your event, so for both those things, I apologise.
Bella seems okay, lucky for you. And we raised a lot of money for a good cause, so I accept your apology.
Thanks.
But why do you spend so much energy winding Chris up? What's that about?
I don't know. Maybe I see too much of myself in him.
What, the part of you that you don't like?
Maybe. Who knows?
You think he's an arrogant surgeon?
No, not particularly.
Then?
He's comfortable with who he is. Maybe I envy that.
Because you're not. It's interesting.
Not really.
Well, you're not the first person to pull a stupid prank without thinking it through. I can testify to that.
Come on, let's hear your most humiliating moments.
No. I have worked hard on putting my wild and reckless past behind me. There will be no more conduct unbecoming of a director of nursing. And no talking about it either.
Spoil sport.
Too bad.
How about you let me buy you dinner instead, to make up for being such a jerk?
I don't know. It's a school night.
It's always a school night, one way or another. Come on, if you don't say yes soon, I'm going to stop asking.
Vassa warned me about that when I first became DON. Said I'd end up a Nikki no friends if I kept turning down invitations.
Even she can be right sometimes. Say yes. Go on.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that is so sweet. I'll see you soon. That was Mrs. Sturge, Hamish's mum. They're having a thank you afternoon tea for some of the fundraisers. And my painting was mentioned, so they've asked me to come along.
Today?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I thought we were going to go shopping, check out the winter fashions.
Oh, well, we can do that anytime, and I don't really want to think about winter yet.
I was looking forward to it. And there are sales on.
There are always sales on. And I can't let the Sturges down, can I? I'd better change. Jazz, what do artists wear?
I'm sure you've got something.
Can you help me choose?
Okay.
Well, nice try, Mum, but you can't stop her going.
I feel mean even trying. It's just another opportunity for someone to laugh at her.
They won't. And even if they do, she can handle it.
She's still grieving, Evan. She's fragile.
Well, she's smiling, isn't she?
Well, for now.
She's just proud she raised the money for a needy guy. That's all that matters to her. I think you should give us more credit. In fact, you should give us all more credit. We're not babies anymore.
You'll always be my babies. You'll understand that when you're a parent.
Well, even parents have to learn to let go sometime. Surgical list, please.
Sure.
Zeb, hang on. I've pulled that material together.
Oh, have you?
I got right onto it because it's important.
Oh, I'll look it over then.
I thought we could look over it together.
I don't have time, sorry.
When will you have time? Tonight? Maybe we could discuss it over dinner.
I'm busy, but thanks for your help.
Not so fast.
Oh, playing games, are we?
No, I'm not. But I thought we had an agreement. What's in it for me?
Don't expect an automatic reward, Brooke. I'll read your research and weigh up my options. Otherwise, you might as well bin it.
Well, I hope you appreciate what I'm handing you here.
Thank you.
What's your problem?
You.
Get over it.
No, a bit more dignity wouldn't hurt.
Did I ask you?
I'm offering. If you're that desperate to climb the ladder, at least do it in private. Sucking up to Seth and triage isn't going to make you any more popular around here.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Okay, I will. Thanks for that.
You didn't tell me you'd booked the Penlington?
Well, I hoped you'd be impressed that I'm owning up to being a trustafarian.
Haven't heard that in a while. So just how big is this trust fund?
Embarrassingly big.
I see.
So I thought, why not try out one of the restaurants that serve the upper crust?
Why not indeed?
Have you been here before?
Yes, I have.
What's the food like? Pretentious?
Lunch was very nice. I'm sure dinner's just as good, if not better.
If they won't let me grow my own pepper, I'll scream.
Good evening. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, Rolleston.
Yes. Right this way.
Could eat a horse, to be honest.
I'm sure they only plate up thoroughbreds.
Hello again. How's your friend, Rachel McKenna?
She's very well, thank you.
Sorry, have I missed something?
I'll get you some menus.
What was that about?
Nothing.
I mean, who exactly does Boyd Rolleston think he is?
Someone who's obviously pushed your buttons.
When he's not making fun of me, condescending prat, he's swamping me with extra work.
What sort of work?
He's coordinating the latest round of medical students. He's supervising surgical, and he put my name forward for the medical lot.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? You want more responsibility.
He only did it so he could get a dig in about me being left high and dry by Seth today.
Oh.
Go on, say I told you so.
I told you so.
He obviously doesn't want to help me at all.
Seth will always put himself first. You can count on it. The best thing you can do is just concentrate on what is real. Being a doctor.
I'm getting nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Oh, you have a perfectly decent career, actually, so stop moaning.
Thanks a lot.
What, would you rather be a trophy wife for some sugar daddy in a McMansion with 2 tennis courts?
Now, you just cut to the chase and give me his number.
That is not who you want to be. For all your faults, and there are many, you're better than that. So just focus on doing your job well, and one day you will get where you want to go.
I think I've decided. How about you?
Yes, I think I'm ready. But everything sounds so good.
We're ready to order, Nicole?
Can I have the eggplant entree, please, and the salmon?
With the salad or the medley of vegetables?
The medley, thank you.
Very good. And for you, sir?
Scallops for starters, and then the veal with the karaoke veggies.
Thank you. And if we might have your credit card, please, sir.
Don't we do that part at the end?
We prefer it this way to streamline the payment process.
Really? It's interesting. Here you go. Just between you and me, it's the real thing.
I'm sure it is, sir.
Does he think we'll dine and dash or something?
Actually, he does. Because of me.
Eh?
Oh, I told you before I got all responsible and mature, I pulled some silly pranks.
Now I'm intrigued. Has your mugshot been on TV?
No. But there was the time Lana and I came here pretending to be bigwigs to score a free lunch.
Seriously?
It didn't end well, unfortunately.
Which is why he's looking at us like we're Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Tell me more. So Rachel didn't actually have enough hard evidence to sack you both?
No, otherwise I wouldn't be DON now, would I?
I guess not. So does that mean badly behaved Nicole is really a thing of the past?
Yes, it does.
Shame. She sounds like fun.
Well, that's not all that happened that day. Lana and I saw Zach sneaking around behind Sarah's back.
Oh, I hear.
Getting a room with the other woman.
Well, you know what they say. Classier the hotel, the sleazier the guests.
Oh, there's your reverse snobbery again.
Am I wrong?
Probably not.
I'd rather talk about you. Any more scandals from your past I should know about?
Plenty of scandals. None I want to talk about.
Oh, come on. Be a sport.
I had a bad reputation as a party girl, okay? But it got boring and it wasn't any good for my relationships, and I'm trying to live it down. So, next subject, please.
Oh, good, Brooke. I need you.
What is it?
Well, something's gone wrong with the roster. It's got you down for extra shifts all over the place.
No, that's right.
But you'll be working all hours. When will you have time to fit in a life?
Head down, concentrating on the job. That's me.
If you say so.
It's all about being a better doctor. Slow and steady wins the race and all that. Oh, what?
Bad news?
Only the latest crushing expense, courtesy of my hopeless mother.
Isn't she in Australia?
Yes, and her credit rating is so bad, every time she opens an account, she needs a guarantor. Guess who?
You're paying her bills?
Through the nose, as it turns out.
Wow, all these extra shifts are going to come in handy then, aren't they?
I trust everything was satisfactory.
Yes, thank you. I did feel a bit embarrassed when you recognized me.
Oh.
But I suppose it shows you're very good at your job.
And I'm sure you're very good at yours, whatever it is.
You know I'm a nurse.
Yes. But I've no doubt you'll be up for some moonlighting, if it paid well enough.
What's with the attitude? I paid for your silence, remember?
Yet more proof you're not the class of person we like to have at the Penlington.
Relax. I'm not here to nick the silverware.
We will be checking.
He was giving you a hard time?
Forget it, I have.
Let's have some more champagne.
Actually, do you mind if we skip dessert?
Okay.
Probably not worth opening another bottle if we're leaving.
I insist.
What are you doing?
Nothing much. Excuse me. Hello? Can we have some more service, thanks?
Yes?
More bubbly, thanks. Oh dear. I hope you don't expect us to pay for that.
Of course not, sir.
Good. I will be checking.
You are terrible.
You see, a bit of fun isn't always such a bad thing.
At least let me help with those.
No, I've got these. Go and watch some TV or something. Bella's obviously having a good time, or she wouldn't still be out.
I know. I just don't want her getting carried away with this art thing, or there'll be tears. She's cried enough of those.
You worry too much.
That's what I said.
Hiya.
Oh, how'd you go?
Oh, the Sturges are lovely. What's been happening here?
Nothing.
Are you sure? Something feels wrong.
Just your mum was feeling a bit concerned, that's all.
Why?
Kaz, I laughed at you in your painting.
Even...
It's the truth.
Doesn't mean you had to say it.
Oh, that. Look, I know my painting was amateurish, and Wood was just having a joke.
You do?
Of course. He told me a private joke between him and Chris. But it felt right to do it, and it's led to something good.
You raised a lot of money, and we're all proud of that.
Exactly. And meeting the Sturges today, it was like Luke was showing me what to do with his money and the stuff I'll inherit.
Hey, you're not giving it all to them.
Oh, no, not the Sturges. But good causes, people who really need it. It's what Luke would want too. So I've decided I'm going to set up a charity in his name.
Like, for underprivileged geeks.
Details to be confirmed.
It is so nice.
Something I can feel good about moving forward.
Good for you.
We are so proud of you, sweetheart.
Thanks. Me too.
Well, you're not looking any happier than when I saw you at work.
My life has turned into a giant pumpkin, and Prince Charming is very, very late.
I hear you. Pedigree, thanks. You know, your financial situation will work itself out as long as you got a job.
I know. I should be grateful.
Well, I still call it a shocking waste of top-shelf French champagne.
And I call it priceless. What do you want to drink?
A decadent cocktail with a cheeky name.
Oh, this could be interesting.
You're right. I can't stay boring for long.
But do you have to be so damn cheerful?
Uh-oh. Bad day at the coalface.
Just one like any other, in an endless series of blah days stretching out into the future.
Oh, dear. Let me buy you a drink, Brooke.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Oh, go on. Let him. He can afford it.
Surgeons always can.
Better than that. He's now officially an out-of-the-closet Trustafarian.
Ha
What do you mean?
The Rollistons are rolling in it, apparently. Disgustingly rich.
So will you let me shout you a drink?
Okay. Shout till you're blue in the face.
That's better.
Okay. Let's look at these cocktails, Mr. Rich.